The today's topic is coincidence. And what's coincidence? Do you know the meaning of this word? Can you tell me what does it mean? What is coincidence? If you don't know the meaning of these words, let's familiarize ourselves with the meaning of this word. A coincidence is when two events strangely or remarkably happen at the same time, but without any apparent reason or casual connection. For example, if you and your friend ran into each other in a big city out of the blue, that would be called a coincidence. Related words for the coincidence are the coincidental and the coincidentally. You know, notice that two events strange or remarkable happened at the same time without any apparent reason or casual connection. Keep this in your mind. So, and when someone knows something
Okay.
coincidental, it is common for them to say what a coincidence. Okay, you can say what a coincidence when you know something is coincidental, and this this sentence frame is common for other phrases. For example, like this structure, what a coincidental. For example, you can emphasize that what a small vault or the water relief, what a mess, what a deal. You can structure such kind of phrases by using this kind of what a plus noun structure, which this structure emphasize how great or impressive something is. Okay, I could really go for some stir fry right now. What a coincidence. That's what my mom's cooking tonight. You can see the similar. You can see the function of this phrase in this context. I mean, in this discourse. So let's see other examples. What a mess! It is used when something is a disaster. And what a deal! It is used when something is sold for a cheap price. Or what a relief! What a relief is used with a feeling of reassurance and relaxation. You can see here the example. I had this dream last night about being trapped in a museum, and this and that is such a coincidence. I used to have a recurring dream about that. Here you can see the function of this phrase. That is such coincidence. So the next, I think I'm going to wear a red dress to the dance tonight. How coincidental. Are you copying me? So notice that the how is being used, but in the on the previous slides you notice that what a coincidence. What a coincidence. You know?
Uh,
Can you
Excuse me.
yes, you can ask your question.
Can we use such a can we use such? I mean, such a coincidental.
Mm, so I think you can use such a coincidental, you can't use for, the emphasizing sentences. You can't use such kind of, because this, coincidence can be used only such kind of words that you want to emphasize. If you put such coincidence, you should combine such construction with
Uh,
sentence. Or you can just say,
thank you.
as an answer. You can just say as an answer, for example, so small, or such a big car. And so in our case, it is a what a coincidence, which means it should be followed with what and how coincidental. You see the difference. The if the next sentence is adjective, here you can see, and the first sentence should be how. If the second sentence is noun, the first sentence should be what. You see the difference? If you are going to use
Yes.
you should follow it with what. If you're going to use how, uh, you should follow with adjective. Keep this in your mind. So, and let's go to the next slide, which contains also an example. A coincidence that proves life is ready to surprise us at any moment. Even those of us who don't believe in destiny or chance can sometimes find themselves in a situation they have no explanation for. For example, here you can see the example. Uh, I work in a kitchen. You have no idea how many people say you look like the guy from Ratatouille every every dawn minutes. Here you can see this guy is looks like the cartoon feature, the mouse who cooks the delicious meals in the cartoon, if you can remember. And the colleagues of this guy um, are making him look like Ratatouille. And here you can see the coincidences. Well, my socks always match the color scheme of my shoes. You know, and you see
Of course.
the difference. A friend is never a coincidence in your life. A friend is a coincidence in your life. They are meant to enter your life to bring you joy and laughter. So you see, your friends shouldn't be a coincidental. They should be related to you. Okay, they are meant to enter your life to bring you enjoy and laughter as well. Here we have also extra information about the coincidence. We've all experienced or heard of the surprising events and unexplainable coincidences. For example, money that seems to come from nowhere, a spontaneous idea that turns into a life-changing solution, meeting our soulmate on a flight we are not supposed to take, or families being reunited by accident after years of separation. Often these coincidences are explained as being controlled by a higher power or pure chance. You know, Once a happenstance, twice is a coincidence, three times is enemy action. Notice that once it's happenstance, if the coincidence occurs once, it's considered to be happenstance. If it is considered, it is happened two times, it's considered to be coincidence, and the three times it's considered an enemy. If they are considered, they are occurred three times, it's considered to be enemy action. Okay, the next thing we should learn is the most common kinds of coincidences. For example, let's see the statistics of these coincidences. The first one, sharing a birthday with someone. You know, the birthday sake is one of the most common kinds of coincidences is sharing a birthday with someone, and then the second one is connections involving books, TV, radio, or the news. It accounts for the 10%. And then the third one is vacation related coincidences. It accounts for 6.1%. And then the fourth one is meeting people while in transit, while walking around in airports or on public transportation. It is considered to be 6%. So the coincidences related to marriage or in-laws accounts for 5.3%. So some of these categories are admittedly a little fuzzy. Any number of coincidences could befall you on vacation. So perhaps it would be better to say these are the most common things that appears in coincidence stories. So these are the most common kinds of coincidences, and these are the phrases that you should learn. The first one is change. It means unknown and unpredictable phenomenon. And then the next one is destiny. Next is exceptional, fate, fateful, favorable, and the Philitis. And you see the this word means exhibiting an agreeably appropriate manner or style. Fortuitous, lucky, occurring by happy chance. Fortune, fortunate. It means having unexpected good luck. Heaven sent, uh, peculiarly fortunate or appropriate. Learn these phrases. These are more likely related to coincidence. So now it's time to do this exercise. Your task is you have to find the correct form of these verbs. For example, thought or was thinking of a song. I'm gonna give you 3 or 4 minutes to finish this exercise, and then I will ask you. Now time is going. Let's try. So, have you finished there, students? Now it's time to check
Yes.
your answers. The first one, what's the correct form?
What? Was thinking.
Was thinking a song,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I was thinking of a song.
the other day I was thinking,
The other day I was. Yeah.
and when I so what is the difference
When
between
I turned on the radio.
so I turned on the radio? Is that your idea? So what is
Yeah, that's my idea.
the difference between past simple and present continuous? Past continuous. Let's see. What is the difference
Past
between the
continuous.
past continuous and the past simple? Can you tell me when you can use both of them?
Pa- I think past simple is that action has been done at a particular time. It's done. It's over.
Okay.
Present continuous is past continuous is the action was happening that time. It explains that the action was happening particular that time.
And can
I
you
mean, that's my.
all right, your definition is correct, but can you tell me the relationship between two these tenses? Can you tell me the relationships between which one interrupts which? Example, one of these tenses should interrupt
I think
another one. What do you think?
I mean, second one, I think.
The second one? So what is your reason why?
Yeah, the second one.
Why are you choosing this one? Okay, so I thought the correct,
Just
the your answer is correct, but you didn't mention the rule, you know?
oh, okay.
You didn't mention,
Can you explain that rule?
for example, the first action, this action, you thought it's correct. You thought when I was turning on the radio. So
Oh, okay.
here our no, it's I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking when I was thinking when I turned on the radio. Yes, the after the structure when plus past simple is interrupting this action. That is why you should have to use only past simple after the when. Okay. So because
Oh, okay.
interrupt the continuous tense. Continuous tenses interrupt. For example, what is the difference between present perfect and present continuous tense? And when you can use them by times expressions, for example, when, while, and what, you know? Okay, so did you get this explanation? You should,
Yes, I got it.
Non-continuous tenses after the time expressions like when, while, like that. This is the best explanation. And then the next one. Can you tell me earlier this morning I needed to call a friend earlier this morning.
Yeah, I was looking for when the
I was looking for her number in phone book when the telephone rang. Guess her.
when the phone was ringing.
No, when the phone rang, you should say like that, you know, because this,
After when we should use past past simple, right?
no, after when you should use yes, after when you should use the past simple because this action interrupts the continuous action. That is why you should use them when time expressions. As I mentioned before, always you should do like that. So it is it interrupting the continuous.
Oh,
This should be continuous. I was looking for her number in phone book. Okay. So and then next one, can you tell me? A few years ago,
yes, it's
So I was meeting a woman when I
no. A few years ago, I met a woman when I was flying to New York. Oh, when I flew to New York. Yep.
lived
when I was meeting
It's a
to New York
a woman,
on business, maybe.
when I was meeting a woman, when I was when I
Flip
flew
New York.
to New York on business. You should say it like this. Okay, not as the ego. It refers to when. Okay, now when I flew to New York on business. Later that day, I can you tell me the answer?
I I saw her again.
Later that day, I was saying her again when I had dinner in the hotel restaurant. Again, you should use past simple after the when. You know, she stayed in the same hotel.
She's yeah.
Yes, she stayed
She stayed was staying.
in the same hotel. Okay, later that you know if it's continuous, they are occurring at simultaneously. That is why you should. That is why you should notice that they should. One of them should be in the past tense. That is why we can't put the was staying in the hotel. So the state. Did you get the meaning? Why did I put this structure? Okay, dear students.
Yes, we got it.
So the same rule. If the past simple is interrupting the continuous tense, you should use it after the time expressions like when and while. Keep this in your mind. Okay. So, do you have any questions about our lesson, dear students? I'm gonna send the presentation for you. It contains the useful grammatical and also the content knowledge that you should learn. Okay, thank you for joining us. Next time, I hope you will not be late. Now our time is over.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Take care.